I have a confession to make. I have been so focused on math and reading in my homeschool that I have kind of left out social studies. I mean, we've done some unit studies, we've looked at atlases, we've read some books from the library, but we haven't ever really done a curriculum for geography or history. So this year, I really think it's time to get my oldest daughter started on an actual social studies curriculum. I've been doing a lot of research on all of the different social studies curriculums that are out there, and so I'm really excited to share what I found with you today and let you know which one we decided to go with. My oldest daughter is 10, so I was looking mostly at elementary and middle school curriculum options, but a lot of these can also be used for high school. I'm a busy homeschool mom, so I'm really hoping to find something that's open and go, maybe even something that can be done online, at least partially. And I'm leaning towards choosing something secular, but I'm also not opposed to religious curriculum, so we'll take a look at some choices for both options. So let's get started and see what I've found. If you watch my channel, you know that I review a lot of online homeschooling programs. So I wanted to start with a social studies program that is done online called My World Interactive. This is a program that is used in schools, but it can also be used by parents at home. They offer social studies courses for elementary, middle, and high school in an interactive learning program that includes both online and offline activities. In addition to teaching about geography and history, this program is also supposed to help build important literacy skills like writing and vocabulary. And it also encourages critical thinking, which I think is super important. The My World Interactive Social Studies program for homeschool is secular. You'll get a physical workbook for students to use and access to their online resources. I really like the way the workbooks are laid out. They look really interesting and colorful, and I definitely think my daughter would like them. There is a lot of open-ended writing though, which she doesn't like as much. If you go to the actual Savas website to look for these, it can be a little confusing because they also sell to schools. So I was having a little trouble figuring out where the homeschool edition was. So I just went to christianbook.com, and it's actually cheaper there anyway. The elementary school bundles are $65.85 and include 1 year digital access. The prices for middle and high school are a little bit higher, but you still will save some money by going to this website. Or you can also find them at a discount on the Rainbow Resource website. I think this looks like a good option for us to consider, but let's check out some of the other homeschool social studies curriculum choices before we decide. Next is a full year social studies package that you can get for kids from 7 to 14 from Moving Beyond the Page. And I recognize some of these books, so I think we may actually have some of them that we got at a library book sale. We go to a lot of library used book sales, so I can't remember exactly when we've got them, but they look familiar, and I'm pretty sure they are probably in my bookshelf somewhere. This is a literature-based curriculum, so you will get some textbooks, but you'll also get a bunch of other books that teach history through story form. What makes this curriculum stand out is the way they integrate social studies with language arts. So if that's something that interests you, this may be a great choice. This is a secular, standards-based curriculum, although it definitely goes above and beyond what would be taught in public schools. If your kids really enjoy learning from reading and hearing stories, this might be a great choice. You also get 18 months online access, although I have to admit I'm not really sure what that includes. The prices for this social studies curriculum vary by grade level. For instance, the full year package for kids ages 8 to 10 is $171.46. So that's a little on the expensive side, but you do get a lot of books. Of course, you can purchase these books individually if you don't want the whole package. They have a great video on their website that you can watch that really explains their approach to teaching social studies and history that you should definitely watch if you're considering this homeschool curriculum. You can also view sample lessons to get an idea of what this curriculum is like. The lessons are not in color, which I don't like so much. There also seems to be a lot of prep work and activities for kids to do, which may be an issue for some families who are short on time. So you can take a look at a bunch of these lesson samples to help you decide if this might be a good choice for you. Next on our list is a social studies curriculum with a Christian worldview from Knotgrass History. Their curriculum packages cover more than one grade level, so this is also a good choice if you have kids of different ages and you want them to learn together. They have 3 packages for elementary school: a world geography course, a course on the 50 U.S. states, and an American history course. And prices for these courses range from $75 to $95. You can also opt to include literature with these bundles for an additional fee. For middle school, there are 3 courses ranging from $110 to $125 each. And for high school, there are 5 courses to choose from, including economics and government, priced between $70 and $125. If you like unit studies more than textbooks, this might be a good choice for you because it's supposed to sort of combine the two. The lessons are colorful, and I like that you can just sit down and read through the lessons together and then have your child do the activities. It's definitely great for multiple kids to learn together. And I like that they include lesson review books so you can make sure your kids are understanding what they read. This curriculum might be a bit time-consuming, so that's definitely something to consider. Between reading the text, having your child do the workbook activities, reading the literature, and doing the family activities, this might take some time out of your week. So if you're already crunched for time, this might be too much. Next up is an online resource that I just found out about called Kids Discover Online. You can get a 30-day free trial of this secular, standards-aligned program that covers geography, American and world history, and more. If you want to keep it after your free trial ends, it's only $48 for a full year for one student. So that's really affordable compared to some of the other curriculum choices on our list. You can browse by topic and take a look at their different units, such as these kindergarten and first grade social studies units. You can also use the Discover map to find a specific topic. There are a lot of topics covered here, so it's actually a really great deal. They also list the reading level for each lesson, and they have a read aloud option, which I know a lot of my viewers ask about. This would be really great for unit studies because you can explore one topic at a time, such as ancient Egypt. And if you like to let your child take the lead and explore what interests them, there is a lot of content on here to keep them busy. It's definitely worth signing up for the free trial and exploring some of the lessons to see if this might be a good fit for your homeschooler. If you're looking for a secular social studies curriculum for younger kids, Evan Moore is a popular choice. We actually did use their beginning geography curriculum book when my daughter was younger, and I remember she did enjoy it, especially when she got to cut and paste and color things. The Evan Moore curriculum books are pretty affordable, and you can get most of them as an ebook, which is great if you have a good printer and don't want to have to wait for the book to arrive. Most of the books are also reproducible, so you can use them for more than one child. If you're not sure which books to get, you can shop for their bundles by grade level. These are really affordable and include both history and geography lessons. For instance, for 4th grade here, you get their daily geography practice, teacher and student books, plus 2 history books for only $56.22. So that's a great deal. My only concerns about using this curriculum again is that it's not as open and go as some of the others, and it also includes some craft projects, which I don't really like having to set up. But for kids who like that sort of thing, this is a great choice. I also just wish that they were in color. If you're looking for a Christian resource for social studies curriculum that can be done almost entirely online, you might want to check out schoolhouseteachers.com. You can get a membership for your entire family for less than $15 a month. And they include a lot of good social studies curriculum options, including unit studies. We've done some of these unit studies over the last couple of years, and we really had fun with them. I'll never forget building a river model with my kids when we were studying the famous rivers of the world. Your membership to schoolhouseteachers.com covers all subjects and grade levels. But if you just want to use it for social studies, you can browse by course. So you just find a course that you want to do and download the lessons. Then you can print it out or just read it online and follow the links that are included, which might link to a video or map that goes along with the lesson. So it's really simple to use, and there will be additional activities to do that go along with the reading. This is definitely a good choice if you want something affordable because you can use as many of the lessons and materials as you want. But if you're looking for something more visually appealing, this might not be a great choice. If you're looking for a video-based social studies curriculum that your kids can do entirely on their own, you might want to try study.com. Similar to schoolhouseteachers.com, you can get one membership and use it for as many of the courses and lessons as you want. They have complete homeschool social studies courses for 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade, plus middle and high school courses in U.S. and world history, geography, and government. In addition to all this, they also have AP history courses and courses to earn transferable college credits, such as History 101. This is a secular program, and all of the lessons follow the same format of a video, followed by questions to check for understanding. You can also print off a text version of the lesson and take practice tests and end-of-chapter exams. You can get a basic membership to study.com for only $29.99 a month, which is a great deal when you consider all that they have to offer. You could use it for a complete homeschool curriculum for 3rd through 12th grade, and your membership will include all of the subjects and study tools. So you might find it useful to teach a lot more subjects than just social studies. And if you use my affiliate link that I've shared with you in the video description below, you can save 25% off your first month. If you're like me and you enjoy a mix of online activities and physical workbooks in your homeschool, another social studies curriculum you might like is Discover Blended Online. They offer a complete social studies curriculum for 1st through 6th grade. And while it is secular, they do say that you can choose to incorporate faith-based content. For each grade level, you'll get an instructor's guide, 2 student workbooks, and an assessment booklet. You'll also get 18 months digital access to the online program through Bridgeway Academy. But this program is definitely more on the pricey side at $374.95 per course. So that's something to consider when deciding if this is the right curriculum for your family. For me, cost is definitely a factor, and this seems kind of expensive to me. But I do like the look of these textbooks. They're colorful and they incorporate critical thinking, writing, and other activities to really give your kids a well-rounded social studies curriculum. Unfortunately, there is no free trial or any way that I have found to test out the online program. You can view a course overview and syllabus to get a better idea of what's going to be covered both in the work text and online. So that may help you decide if this is the right social studies curriculum for your family. Another good option for a social studies curriculum that includes video lessons and textbooks to go along with the videos is from BJU Press. This is a Christian homeschool program, and you can purchase individual courses by subject and grade level. They call their social studies curriculum Heritage Studies. So if you're searching on their website, that's what you're going to want to look for. They cover elementary grades 1 through 6, plus several middle and high school course options. The price for the courses on BJU Press includes the physical textbook and activity books, plus online access to watch the video lessons. You can view samples of the lessons on their website to get an idea of what the videos are like. These lessons might be a little bit longer than some of the others. The videos are at least 20 minutes long, plus you got to factor in additional time for your child to complete the lesson in their workbook. So that's definitely something to consider before purchasing this program. The courses cost $349 each, and you will have 16 months access to the online videos from your date of purchase. Finally, last on our list of homeschool social studies curriculum picks is a curriculum from Alpha Omega Publications called Life Pack. They have complete history and geography box sets from grades 1 through 12, and each set costs $108. It includes a full year of student books and a teacher guide, and you can even download a free placement test if you aren't sure which grade level to start with. Life Pack is a Christian curriculum, so students will be learning about history from a Christian worldview. The lessons are straightforward and simple to follow and include some color, although there is a lot of text to read, especially in the older grades. You can view samples of the lessons for each grade level on their website, which I think is really helpful. I don't think you can go wrong with LifePack if you're looking for a Christian homeschool curriculum. It's not as much literature and writing as some of the other choices on this list, which, depending on the kid, may or may not be a good thing. So that's our list of 10 homeschool curriculum picks for social studies. Now I have to decide which one to get for my 10-year-old. This is tough because I like a lot of these options, both secular and Christian. But I am looking for something affordable, so anything over $300 is definitely out for me right now. So I won't be going with Discover Blended or BJU Press. And I want something that isn't fully online, so Kids Discover and Study.com are out too. Although they might be good to use as a supplement if we need to dive deeper into a certain topic. I'm also eliminating SchoolhouseTeachers.com because we've already done a lot of their unit studies. And I'm taking out Evan Moore because of the lack of color and all of the cutting and pasting. So that leaves My World, Moving Beyond the Page, Knotgrass, and LifePack. And I'm having such a hard time choosing. My World looks good and it's affordable, but we already do several curriculums like this with online and offline work. So I just don't know if I want to add another one like that. I also don't think my daughter will want to answer all of those writing prompts. I really like the look of Knotgrass, especially because we can all do it together as a family, but I am worried about the time commitment. And I know I can't omit the literature and the family activities, but I'm the kind of person that once I commit to something, I'm all in. Plus, I know my kids would never let me skip over the hands-on stuff. They also don't have any elementary world history course, so at some point I would have to look elsewhere for that anyway. Moving Beyond the Page looks really nice, but I'm also a little worried about the price. And there seems to be a little too much prep work for the lessons. I also don't like that they aren't in color. And LifePack is simple, straightforward, and affordable, but I'm just not sure if the lessons would hold my daughter's attention. So what did I decide to go with? After careful consideration, I have decided to go with Knotgrass History, and we're going to start with Our Great Big World. At least for this year. I know some of the lessons might be a bit below grade level for my 10-year-old, but she also doesn't really like history or geography very much. So I'm thinking maybe if it's something that we can all do together, it might spark some interest. And I also really have a hard time finding things for the twins to do while I'm doing schoolwork with my older daughter. So I think it will just really help me if we can do something all together. Of course, the twins probably won't remember any of this and I'll have to do it again or use some other curriculum in a couple of years, but I will cross that bridge when I come to it. And as for the literature, I'm going to start with one book and see how that goes. And I will try not to beat myself up if I don't get to it all. I'm not going to get an extra workbook or lesson review book because the twins aren't writing yet, but I am going to get 2 extra coloring books. So I've got all of this in my cart and it comes to $115.99. Not bad for a full year curriculum that my kids can all do together. And if I decide to do it again with the twins when they're older, I'll just have to get some extra copies of the workbooks. So that's not terrible. I'll let you know what we think about it once we've had some time to test it out. And let me know if you want to see a full review of this world geography curriculum. Hopefully this video helped you learn about some different homeschool social studies curriculum options for your family. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments and I will be happy to answer. Thank you so much for watching.